The only thing that wokeness has to offer in exchange is to brainwash bright young minds like you to believe that you are victims, to believe that you have no agency, to believe that what you must do to improve the world is to complain, is to protest, is to throw soup on paintings. We know that the way to improve the world is to work, is to create, it is to build. And the problem with woke culture is that it's trained too many young minds like yours to forget about that.
After this video from an Oxford Union speech went viral on the internet, it was like the conservative TV stations have found gold, since it was a powerful, rational speech against woke climate activists. The podcaster who made this moving speech got invited to so many different shows, from Tucker Carlson to Piers Morgan, and his powerful, articulate speech was played over and over for only one purpose: to slam woke people and the woke culture once again. But what does woke actually mean? Is it an insult or is it a compliment? Is it cool to be woke or is it lame? Well, today it's really hard to say and depends on who you ask. Understanding the background of this phrase and using it properly is more complicated for non-native speakers or even native English speakers who have failed to keep up with the pop culture shift and turns lately. In this video, we will explain wokeness from its origin to its current use in daily conversations so you could use this phrase properly. Hello and welcome to our channel, where we take a closer look at American pop culture for non-native speakers. From the latest music and movies to political references and trending topics, we'll demystify the phrases that are a part of everyday American life. Whether you are a non-native speaker looking to improve your understanding of American culture or a native speaker looking to deepen your knowledge, our videos will make you sound smarter and more in the know. Join us on our journey and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay updated on our latest videos. Okay, back to woke and wokeism. If you've heard this phrase recently, like in the last 4 years or so, there is a high chance that you think being woke has a direct relationship to having ultra-leftist ideas, being an LGBTQ right advocate, or being a mad environmental activist. But it's not true. This is what Tucker Carlson or his good friend Piers Morgan would like you to believe. They show you AOC and Greta Thunberg in a fiery speech making some radical points, call them woke or even ultra woke, to tell you being woke means acting and speaking like that. Both AOC and Greta are definitely woke by definition, but they are not the definition of wokeness in its entirety. It's a little confusing, isn't it? But let's try to understand this better. We first need to know the meaning and the origin of this phrase and then explore how its meaning has evolved throughout time. Woke is an adjective that means being aware of and actively attentive to important societal facts and issues. This phrase became popular initially in the 1940s among Black American communities, referring to members of the community who were more alert to racial prejudice and discrimination in the society. Community leaders used to tell people that they have been asleep for decades, but now they should stay woke. They were demanding more people to become conscious of what's going on in the society and be more sensitive to racism and social injustice. So being woke was a positive thing during the whole 50s and the 60s and the peak of the civil rights movement. Over the next decades, being woke and wokeness still had a positive connotation attached to it, and its use was expanded beyond the African American communities and was used by people when they wanted to refer to themselves or others who were aware of what's happening in the society. Using this term was revitalized during the Black Lives Matter movement in 2014, and this word was eventually added to the Oxford English Dictionary in 2017. In parallel, and just in the recent few years, mainly during Trump's presidency in the United States and the Brexit movement in the UK, right-wing activists started using this word to mock their opposition, mainly as an insult and as a weapon when they wanted to silence people that they disagreed with. So currently, when conservatives want to say a person is taking things to the extremes and taking fun out of everything, they call such person woke. And it happens to be true about some people who identify as woke, not everyone who is woke. What's clear is that we are in a very strange period nowadays. Ron DeSantis, which is a rising star in the Republican Party, and the governor of Florida took it to the next level by saying,
"We fight the woke in the legislature. We fight the woke in the schools. We fight the woke in the corporations. We will never, ever surrender to the woke mob. Florida is where woke goes to die."
So let's wrap up here. The way the word woke is being used today, especially on social media, is so different from its original meaning. Recently, it's more being used as an insult, as a weapon in cultural and political wars. But there is a fundamental question here. Forget about the altered meaning of it today. Do you prefer to close your eyes while walking? Do you prefer to intentionally stay misinformed? Of course not. Who wants that? Then you want to be woke. Just as a final tip, don't call yourself woke or add hashtag stay woke every time you post on social media. If you don't want to evoke some strong feelings that might distract people from listening to your arguments. But stay woke. Stay a woke person by being a continuous learner who tries to connect the dots and think critically about what's happening around us in the society. Hey, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed learning about American pop culture with us. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more fun and informative videos. We'll see you in our next video. Meanwhile, to test whether you have got the meaning right or not, comment with an example using the phrase you just learned. Also, if you think this phrase have a different meaning, please share it with us and your community in the comment box.